What is going on, guys? And today we're going to be cleaning really tight spots as those buttons here. As you can see, the FM AM button is completely stuck, same as sometimes we just have problem with auto start stop button. Nothing on the AC unit, but in the perfect case scenario, you have to remove the panel and basically clean it up, all of that stuff from the inside, remove the buttons. So we're gonna try to clean it up without removing it. After all, I'm still gonna be removing all of those panels for refinish them, but this is gonna be for another video. For right now, we're gonna be using the brush, interior cleaner, microfiber towel, and the steam. But dude, this is the electrical connection. It's it's not really good to use the steam for it. I agree and disagree. First, it's not quite like being hidden by the boss or something like that. It just a little bit of moisture, which is gonna go inside for sure, but most likely it's not gonna harm anything unless you're gonna blast that stuff decent amount of time and the steam gonna go inside of the unit and set on the motherboard and start doing that corrosion stuff. But if you're doing it inside of the garage and it's dry and warm here, most likely that moisture going to evaporate overnight if you leave the windows open and stuff like that. So steam also use the distilled water, so it's kind of safe and kind of not. First, let's try to use the brush without any type of solution. Interior cleaner gonna be ideal, but if we don't want it to use any solution as a soap or whatever, we can try to brush it and nothing is happening. So it's really firm brush. It's like really hard, and that what helping us to get deep inside. If it's not helping, we can add a little bit of the interior cleaner, spray onto the brush, tap the leftovers, and try to do it the procedure again. I see their foam start to building up and we have some type of result, but it's still not enough. We wanted to get rid of all of that stuff inside. So before we brush it, we wanted to get our steam and make sure there only steam is coming out. Also, the trick we can do is basically wrap the microfiber towel around the tip of the steam gun and try to blast it. It wasn't that good, but nothing did go inside of the buttons. And right now, you can wipe the leftovers. So right now you want to get your brush and start getting deep inside and try to clean all of that stuff. We have progress. The corner button wasn't pressing like even slightly. So I want to repeat the process. Use your brush again. Also about compressed air, you can blast a little bit of compressed air to just get rid of some of the stuff, but I think that should be just fine even without it. After all, make sure you wipe all of the leftovers and try to press the buttons again. You might gonna be required to do that step couple times because that gunk, which was underneath, behind, beside, still going to set there somewhere. So after all, you still need to remove the panel if you want permanent fix. That's what we're gonna do in different video. But for that video, we're pretty much done. I'm still gonna show you how to use the steam gun for some of the panels and the jam in between of the panels. Instead of removing the panels, you can use the steam. An example gonna be the same brush. You can use the softer brush for those purposes, for those jams. Every single spot on the dash or the center console in between of some buttons and so on, gonna have some dust and some dirt jamming inside. So same as with the previous one, we can blast it with the steam gun, which is gonna be great because it's distilled water. It doesn't have any type of harmful ingredients or materials inside. But for simply cleaning the interior jams to make a less mess, I just simply blast the interior cleaner onto the brush. Like I said, you can use the softer brush because that one might gonna harm the paint and especially the rubber paint. So you want to use something softer and simply go through the jams here. And that's really cool because you definitely can go in between of panels, and the brush have really tiny pores, so it's going to clean all this micro dirt which has been gunked over some time, even not over some time, month. It's going to be more than enough to already start seeing all of the gaps filled with the gunk. And simply just buff it a little bit because you don't want to have any of the smears on the panel. If you have hard time to go inside of those jams, you can use the same brush, just wipe it and simply go through the jam again, and that's basically going to do the job just fine. After all, our interior looks like a dream, almost. Also, the next video is going to be about the screen. You can see those smears, so we're going to be fixing that, and that's going to be looking nice and brand new after all. So subscribe for those videos if you're not subscribed. If you like the particular video, please hit the thumbs up button there. That's going to help me a lot, and leave me a comment below. I'll see you next one.